In a world that's more interconnected than ever before, there is only one language that stands out as a breeze, and that is English, my friend. So we have to understand the importance of English and how it is playing so many important role in our life, achieve our dreams and goals. So we have to understand the importance of it, and in today's video, I'm gonna talk about all of those important things that is going to be very essential in our life. So before starting, let me introduce you who I am. So this is me, Mansu Yadav, and welcome on my channel, Triple English. So one of the first things that we are facing when we are going somewhere, that if we are coming across any sort of traveler and that person knows different languages than us, then it may be very hard circumstances to connect with each other. So that's where English come in, and we're gonna have to understand the value of this a particular language. And if you know the same language and if you know the English, then you will be able to help that person know all the information that that person wanna know. So knowing English is gonna help us making someone understand any sort of direction, or let that person know that what sort of problem that person is facing. So knowing English is gonna help in that way as well. And the second thing that I'm gonna talk about is that this is the language of business and diplomacy. So it is the knowing English is gonna open so many doors for the international job opportunities, global market, and it's gonna help you connect with professionals from around the world. So knowing business is gonna open so many doors of success for you. So that's where we have to understand the importance of this particular language. And the third thing, which is kind of very important, that education knows no boundaries. There are a lot of universities in the world that are giving us access to the wealth of knowledge, and they are they're giving us so many accessibility to achieve or to get any sort of information for the academic success. So we're gonna have to just grab those opportunities, and there are more data available in this world in the English than any other language combined. So we have to understand, and we're gonna have to understand the importance of this, that yes, if we're gonna have the right data or the more data than any other thing, then we're gonna have to learn English, because the data in English is more than that thing is in any other language. So that's what we need to understand. And the fourth thing that I also want to talk about is that more families coming from different cultural background are speaking English. So in order to be able to connect with each other, we're gonna have to know the English, and by knowing the English, we'll be able to connect with each other, and we'll be able to put across our thought across the culture and traditions, and in those sort of things. So that's what we gonna have to understand, and it is gonna do so many much more things when we are learning it. And one of the best thing of learning this language is that in this era of technology, computer, and internet, this language has become the most important thing. If you don't know English, it's gonna you are going to have a very hard time understanding those sort of technical things which are related to internet and technology. So we have to have this sort of knowledge, so that we'll be able to learn any sort of skill, because most of the skill that you wanna learn, that is in English. And if we are gonna give any sort of job interview, that thing is also in English. And most of the big companies, so like Facebook, Google, and Facebook has turned into Meta now. So Facebook, Google, Microsoft, these sort of company are the company who are quite less powerful than those sort of company, are taking interview in English. And there are a bunch of other company who are taking interview, who are just holding interview in English. So all of the great thing is being done in English, and it is gonna in this technical era, in this era of technology and internet, if you don't know English, we will not be able to go to the point where we want to go. So that's where we may have to face a sort of difficulties, or we have to be very aware of those sort of things. So we have to just think that yes, learning English is gonna open so many doors of success. I'm gonna get so many job opportunity in the international market. I'll be able to connect with professionals from around the globe, from around the world. So when you will understand all of this important point, then you will start learning this language all of a sudden or immediately. So that's part you need to understand, and I hope you'll be getting this point. And last thing, and so let me recap all of those things that I talked about. And so the thing that, I mean, if you are still asking this question, like that why should we learn English, and in conclusion, if I want to talk about those sort of things, in conclusion, people coming from different backgrounds speak English, and it is a key to innovation, to understanding the world in a better way, and it is gonna provide so many beautiful or important data for us. So if you are still asking the question that why we should learn English, so it is the thing that is gonna help you in so many ways, whether you are advancing your career, pursuing your dream, or pursuing your education, or whether you wanna connect with your loved ones. It's gonna help you in so many ways. It is going to be a very powerful thing. It is gonna lead to a wealth of success and wealth of knowledge if you are having this sort of data. So that's what you need to understand, and I hope over a period of time you'll be able to understand. So let it empower you. Let it empower your language, and let this language empower your journey. So do other thing, embrace the power of English, and it is gonna empower your journey and in so many other ways that you haven't even expected of. So do all the things which is required to do in order to be able to learn English, and you will be able to get to a point where you'll be able to speak English confidently. There's so many great things, great opportunity will be coming your way along the way of your journey of speaking English. So understand this point. Until then, take good care of yourself.